What's good, y'all, and welcome to another vid. So some of you might say this is not my place to make a video about this, but at the end of the day, if you play with fire, you do stand the chance of getting burned, and exactly that is what happened. So Fastidious posted exactly 3 videos, all hinting, talking about the potential for the raids to be fake, as well as a video in which obviously he has confirmed that the rates are not even based on his data he has done. I've obviously reached out to him. I've put my standpoint on this whole thing in a comment, but at the end of the day, that whole shit doesn't matter. He said it was conclusive enough for him. As always, I reached out to the devs to kind of see what they think about this. Another issue with posting these things on the weekend is they are people. On the weekend, they are not in-house. They have weekend. But yeah, long story short, so overall, devs are aware of this topic and they've reviewed the back-end data, so there's nothing more conclusive than the back-end data, and they have confirmed that the drop rates are indeed evenly distributed. They've tried to come up with some ways, and at the end of the day, it does kind of line up with what the comments were mostly able to come up with. So for example, if you were to not get a Numera, you are more likely to put a your Valeria pulls in a form asking for confirmation on rigged rates. And then the second one is that obviously the way people summon is you go in and you summon, let's say for 5 legendaries, and or better said, you're like, okay, I want to get a Numera. You summon and you get a Valeria, and then a Krug, and then an Absent, and then a Twinfy, and all of a sudden you've got 4 legendaries, and then you pull the 5th one, it's another Valeria, and then you summon again and you get a Numera, and at that point you pretty much stop because you were looking for a Numera in the first place, meaning overall, yes, you've pulled 2 Valerias, but you also didn't try to get more Numeras, creating an indifference, which you can see right there. And yeah, at the end of the day, the only thing I want to tell you as my community is rates are still even. If for whatever reason you didn't summon for Numera because of fears of skewed rates or changed rates or anything they like, that is not the case. If you like Numera, go for Numera. If you want Numera, go for Numera. And if you don't want her, skip her with peace of mind. And yeah, this is this little short update about this whole situation. It's a big mess, but at the end of the day, innocent until proven guilty. And I mean, what are we gonna do, right? Are we going to start distrusting everything they say? And yeah, that's pretty much it, and we see each other in the next one. Peace! So for kind of this closing part of the vid, let's just do the quick math on what exactly are your odds for certain scenarios. So here we go, let's just go in. So we have our number of legendaries, which is 65, and then Numera and Valeria are both weighted 20 times, so they're 20 times worth as much, which means we're going to have to divide 40, which is the total rate up of Numeras and Valerias, by the number of legendaries, obviously plus Numera and Valeria, which is, because you're adding in 38 into the pool, you take the legendary number of 65 plus 38, giving you 103, or overall a 38.8349 whatever percent chance of getting one of these. And then if you divide it by 2, you have a 19.41% chance to pull a Numera. That's the way it goes, that's the way she's rated. So if you have a 19.4% chance, alright, 19.4% chance, and you're attempting this whole thing 5 times, alright, you're getting yourself 5 legendaries at a 20% chance, it still doesn't equal 100. So what are the odds of pulling 1 Numera, right? So the number of successes we're looking for is 1 Numera. The chance of Numera is 19.4%. And the number of trials, we are getting 5 legendaries, 5 normal legendaries. So right here you can see there is, yes, a 88% chance, or better said, the standard deviation, this mean, isn't all that important. What you need to look at is down here. Cumulative probability. What are all the odds, all the outcomes put together for getting a Numera or multiple? So in which cases is Numera bigger than 1? In which case is the amount of Numeras you're getting bigger or equal to 1? So you can also see it right here. You have a 40% chance of just getting 1, but also a 25% chance of getting more than 1. Overall, you have a 65.9% chance of getting a Numera in 5 legendaries. So at the end of the day, statistics is statistics, and just because something has a 20% chance doesn't mean if you do it 5 times, you're guaranteed to get it. Is it frustrating? Oh hell yes. Is it annoying? Oh hell yes. But you could also be walking away with 5 Numeras on 5 summons. That's just the way it is. I mean, look at this. If we go to number of tries, if we go with number of successes, the chances of you walking away with at minimum 5 Numeras might be very tiny. It's hard to say in a percentage, but it is there. It is there. And yeah, at the end of the day, Gamba's gambaing, and we see each other in the next one. Peace!